Welcome back to Coaster Crazy Conversations, where we talk about all things theme parks, roller coasters, and everything in between. I'm Fred, your host, also known as the Coaster Crazy Guy, and I'm here every episode guiding you through news, discussions, and those all-important Coaster Crazy debates. Today is a very special episode. We're joined by the one and only Digital Dan. He's here discussing everything there is to know about being a theme park content creator, everything from park collaborations, vlogging and on-ride filming, and of course a bit about his infamous this past week in theme parks. We might even get to question him on some of his most outrageous hot takes. But before we begin, as always, let's get to know more about this week's special guest. So Dan, would you like to tell everyone who you are and a little bit about your account?
Hello, my name is Dan, or I go under by Digital Dan on YouTube and all social media. I just do various things at theme parks, just go there, have fun, either review rides, vlog my days out, check out the updates, keep up on the news, or even make some of my own in Planet Coaster. So a bit of everything, but I really enjoy making stuff. So.
And what is your first memory of becoming a theme park enthusiast?
I always take it back to one memory of when I was 9 years old going on Nemesis, and I cried my eyes out, but my parents were like, "Oh, just go on it, you'll love it." I remember that one, but my first ever actual memory of becoming an enthusiast, on top of that, was I went on the Big Dipper at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I want to say I was like 6 years old or something, and I went on it with my dad, and I just looked at it at first, and I was like, "Oh my god, this thing's gonna fall apart." And I got off of it and I was just like, that was so much fun. And then I went on to Air at Alton Towers at the time as well and loved that. And I think it just grew from there. And then Nemesis when I was 9, crying my eyes out. Never turned back. So
That is fair enough. I remember my first time on the Smiler. Neither of my parents like roller coasters. So I think I was 8 and was just forced to go on it alone. No one even queued with me because apparently if they queued with me, I'd end up getting them on it. So I had to wait for an hour with this obnoxious music when I was 8 years old alone. Got straight on like back row first time. I was terrified. I was actually crying, and one of the ride operators came over to me while it was like after he locked my restraint and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I just said,
just saying it through the tears.
Yeah, I like tried to smile the best I could, and I just told them that if they don't send the train now, I'll probably never do it. So I made them send the train while I was bawling my eyes out. And I got off and I just ran straight back round again and did it again. It was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I love that so much. I feel like a lot of people, I don't want to go on too much of a tangent, but I feel like a lot of people are very scared of coasters and then they'll back out of doing it. But if you do that, or like I did with Nemesis, it's like you go around and then you're just like, I want to go around on this all day now. It's so good. So that's so cool. Fair play for doing it on your own at that age. I wouldn't have done it. So.
Yeah, it's not got much better. I was like first time on Iron Gwazi and they were just sat in the cafe waiting.
Priorities, the bag holders.
Yeah, they are literally the bag holders and the people who bring the coffee.
Oh, I love that.
And what was it that first made you start your account?
I think, well, it's weird because my account was a bit of a different direction at first, because it was mainly me and my cousin used to watch like YouTube videos and stuff and really want to try and do YouTube. So we would just literally boot up our iPads and just film our PlayStation 3, or I think it was Wii U as well, just playing random games. And then eventually I got into Minecraft, which is a massive thing, and I just started building loads of roller coasters and theme parks in it. And this audience just grew from that. And I think that's when I started thinking like, oh, I really like theme parks and that Minecraft game. Could I sort of merge the two and keep going with this? And then eventually I sort of fell out of love with Minecraft, and then just kept doing theme park content. And so really, the reason I started this channel was completely unrelated to what it is now, but I'm very grateful for how far it's come. So, yeah, very silly to have started playing video games on my PS3 to now. It's crazy.
That's brilliant. I think that's probably one of the best I've had. Is your cousin still a content creator?
No, yeah, there was like, it was always I kept my channel and just kept going with it, but he was one of those people that just kept deleting his channel after like he made a few videos. He was like, "Nah, I'm not happy with it. I want to go back and start again." So I think he just like kept deleting it, and just he did a bit of content creation since then, nothing to do with theme parks, and shout out to him. But like I don't think he ever really wanted to like keep going at it like I guess I did, and then what's happened, which is mental. But there you go.
Well, thanks for that. Let's get into it. I think most people listening at home are quite intrigued about your account and you as a person. There's loads of theme park content creators out there, such as yourself, that are really big inspiration on the younger generation of enthusiasts. But who was it that inspired you the most when you were starting out, and why?
Oh, that's a difficult question. I think it would be hard to label one person that inspired me to do it, because I used to watch, as I was saying, I mainly did games when I first started. And then when I started going into the theme park space, there's just so many vloggers and stuff that you just end up watching like a bit of everyone. But my main inspiration was seeing all these people vlogging, and as much as they were having fun at these parks, no one seemed to be like just taking the mick a bit and like with the speculation side of things, or like, oh, what coaster's coming next. No one was really doing that. So I think my inspiration was more so what people aren't doing, and then just sort of, did my own thing and acted as myself, because I feel like I'm someone that takes the mick anyway. So just went from there, and really it just grew and grew, and I'm going to say it a lot, but I am still very grateful for the way the channel's gone. And there's so many great creators in the community as well that are just like, I think there's so many you could look up to now who are just smashing it at the moment. So it'd be hard to name just one. But I'm sure that there's many out there that a lot of, I guess, you guys listening as well probably are inspired by, that I also was. So
I think the main inspiration for me, and I don't want to make you feel old or anything, but I've been watching you since I was about 6, I think. So
oh my God.
Again, not to make you feel old, but watching your videos, your speculation videos, was like the main inspiration for my account, really. And
oh, that's sick. That's so cool.
It was a mix of your YouTube videos and Coaster Tog's photography.
Oh, nice.
What really got me into like the content creating side. And obviously I'm only a small creator compared to you guys, like at the top with Theme Park Worldwide. But I think it's good to have that next generation. So when you like grow out of it, say when you're like, I don't know, 50 and getting too old for going on all the rides, for say like a hero all day, you probably can't do that when you're like 50 years old.
What do you mean? No, I was gonna ride it all day when I was 70.
Yeah, let's see how that goes, if it's still there.
Yeah, fingers crossed it's not.
Yeah, but I think it's good to have that next generation of content creators on their way before the older ones kind of phase out, if you know what I mean.
100%. I know 100%. Like I think even I feel like there was this generation of theme park vloggers when YouTube was like first starting, or like in the early 2010s and stuff like that. There was this very much a genre of theme park YouTube, or theme park creators in general. And definitely since then, I've been part of a new wave that obviously sort of just, it didn't take it over, but a lot of people sort of grew out of the old style of vlogging, have gone to a lot more like a casual style of vlog and everything like that. And I feel like there is another generation on the way, which you just spoke about. It's really cool. It's really nice to see like the market of sort of YouTube and theme park creators expanding. But at the same time, it then means it is probably harder for individual channels to grow and stuff, because there's so many people doing the same thing. So I think it's overall a positive, but I think there are a few people that would be growing in that new generation wave and not see the same sort of growth as other generations would have. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think what you've done so well for yourself is you found a gap in the market, like you said earlier, and developed on that so much. So now you've kind of like stemmed the conversation for a lot of other accounts. So I think that a lot of accounts that are here now wouldn't have thrived as well as they have done if, to say, you hadn't basically taken the industry by storm.
I mean, see, even hearing that, I'm just like, I'm really bad at taking compliments, may I just say, but thank you very much. It boggles my mind that people watch my videos, and like I've met people at like Alton Towers and stuff who literally say that, oh, the only reason we're here and we decided to come here to try out all the rides and stuff is because you made a video on it and we watched it and we really wanted to go, and now we absolutely love the place and stuff like that. And it's the same with the content creation side. Like the fact that people are sat there going, oh, I made my account because of you and I'm really enjoying it. It's amazing to hear. So I really hope that again, like this next generation coming up, I really hope that they then inspire the generation that comes after that, and then just consistently each one inspires the next. Like, that would be awesome. And I'm very grateful to be someone that has potentially inspired some people, which is, yeah, it's amazing.
I think a very good moment for me was when I went to Fantasy Island not too long ago. It was like the first moment that I felt famous, not without being like a bit snobby, but someone actually came up to me and said, "I love your account. Can I get a photo?"
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm sure you get this a lot, but like for the first time you get that, I'm sure it was an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it's really cool, but it's like, I think the main thing that's so mental to me is like that these people that just comment underneath your stuff, and these people that just watch your videos, they are actually real people. Like, they come up and they're like, "Oh my god, like, lovely to meet you," and stuff. And they are the nicest people ever, like the people that you meet through doing that. To hear that you've had it as well, like where someone's come up and said about, "Oh, like, can I have a photo? I love your account." It is so like heartwarming hearing that from an actual person. I mean, it's amazing hearing it in the comments and like from viewers and stuff on like a live stream or like on a, I don't know, through like them liking posts and stuff. But to hear it from someone like physically in person it's different. So it is really cool.
It was rather terrifying. I didn't know what was going on, but it was a great feeling, and I did have a good conversation with them. They were really nice.
Yeah, it is. I think when I can't remember I think the first time it happened to me was in Southend, and someone turned round when I was in a queue with my dad. This is before I'd barely like shown my face on YouTube, and they turned around and they were like, "Oh," like talking about theme parks and how many creds they have, and I said that, "Oh, I do YouTube or whatever." I think it was my dad that actually said I do YouTube, not me. So fault's on him. But he said about that, and then the guy was like, "Oh, I watched this guy called Digital Dan." I was like, "What is going on? Like, this is mental." And then he said some very kind words about my channel, and I still see him from time to time, I'm pretty sure. But it is like, it's the most insane thing that someone is actually who comments on your stuff, watches your stuff, is actually a real person and comes up to you and says like, "Oh, I love your stuff. Can I have a photo?" It is just insane, but it's amazing at the same time.
It is. And when you started out, did you realise how much of an influence you'd have on the UK theme park industry? And when was the moment that you decided to take this on as a full-time job?
To the first question, I had no idea. I think we'll probably talk about this in a bit, but I do want to point out, like, it's a lot of people get into theme park creation and stuff with the idea that they want to be a huge YouTuber, or they want to get subscribers, they want views. Every single person that is like of a big following in the theme park space rarely has ever tried. Like, they've not even like thought about, "Oh, one day I really want to make my channel huge." They might have thought about it for a little bit when their channel was growing, but they've never actually started it with the intention of, "I'm going to get big on this social media platform. I'm going to get followers. I'm going to get..." And that was the same with me. I started uploading those games with my cousin, and then next minute I start making theme park videos, and then they just like pop off. And I remember seeing like the It Broke series back in the day when Smiler would break down, and I'd make a video about it, and everyone would be like, "Oh, Smiler's broken again. The newspapers are going mental." I just made a video about it, and that just did really well. And then I just kept going with the more sort of taking the mic content, like just having fun with it. And it just went from there. But what was the second question again? Sorry, I waffled too hard.
Before we go on to the second question, can I just ask you, can you do the It Broke voice, please?
Oh, wait. Yes. It's been so long.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
It feels so long. What ride should have broken?
I don't know. What breaks down a lot?
Oh, we'd love to see it. Oh, it appears Rita has broken down. I guess you could say it broke.
That was brilliant. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Everyone got goosebumps. No, I'm joking.
And when was the moment that you decided to take this on as a full-time job?
That was it. I sort of realised, I mean, obviously COVID was terrible, but I got lucky in the fact that I just left school during COVID, and I was obviously going into A-levels, and I thought, my channel's doing all right. I might just stick this out and see how this goes whilst I do my A-levels, and then see if it comes to anything, if I can do this full time. And I think it was probably 2023 maybe late 2023, where I realized I was like, oh wow, this could actually be like my full-time job. And then I just kept going, and my channel got infinitely bigger, which was just crazy as well. And I've just been doing it ever since, not working, just doing, well, I'd say not working, but YouTube, I guess I am working, but not doing another job, but doing YouTube itself as my full-time job, which is, again, I'm only 21, so to do that as my full-time job it's just insane, but I will take it.
I didn't actually realize how not long ago it was that you realized this was going to be your full-time job. I thought this was like ages ago kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think I might be wrong about 2023, but I'm pretty certain it was in 2021 I hit 10k subscribers. I think that always rings a bell, and I think it was around Mandrill Mayhem's opening. Yeah, so 2023, around like Mandrill Mayhem's opening. I think that was 23. I might be wrong.
Yeah, it's
But
2023.
that was when I thought, yeah, that was when I first thought, I was like, oh, I'm getting invited to, like, it was amazing to be invited to like my first press event of an actual new roller coaster, which was World of Jumanji as well. And at that event, I just sort of realized, I was like, this could potentially be a full-time job. And then I think at the end of that year, I was like, oh my God, like I've left school now. I've left college or A-levels. I could actually go on to do this. And now it is literally my full-time thing. And I spend most days editing or filming videos or vlogging at parks. And yeah, very, very, very surreal, but it's amazing nonetheless.
Obviously, I'm still in school. I don't know if this was a job or anything, but I really enjoy doing it, and it's definitely something that I want to keep open as an option for a job, because I love doing it. It's so much fun. And if you're thinking of starting out, just try it out for fun first. Don't, like Dan said, don't start with the mindset of I'm going to get rich from this.
Yeah, exactly.
If you start out by doing it for fun, you're going to find the love for it a lot more if you are than doing it for the money.
100%.
So moving towards Digital Dan today, you now have around 155k subscribers on YouTube, over 53k followers on TikTok, and over 16k followers on Instagram. What is it that makes people attracted to your content?
Oh, that's a difficult question. Well, I would say it's just theme parks in general, but I guess that's just a common thing. I think it's more so, I really like to keep a variety on my channel. A lot of people, when you get to a certain point on YouTube and stuff, they'll always say like stick to one thing and just like branch out a little bit from it. So I guess stick to theme parks and branch out to tiny little parts of it. But I have always just done such a variety of things within the theme park space. Obviously, I do my gaming with Planet Coaster, or I'll game on other things that are just on my phone, or random little simulators that I've bought on Steam. Like I'll just play them, or next minute I'll be vlogging at a park, or next minute I'll be talking about the next ride that's coming to a theme park. I think I might be wrong, because obviously I can't really tell. Maybe it's just me. Maybe people followed along for me. I don't know.
I think you're getting a bit big-headed now.
I only joke, don't worry. Definitely not that. But I do think that I think the variety has something to do with it, because there's just something for everyone, if that makes sense. And especially with recent series such as this past week of theme parks and stuff, I think that keeps everyone in the loop, which I've even heard people that are like running these theme parks and like are quite high up in these theme parks literally say to me, oh, I watch your this past week in theme parks thing just to stay up to date on what's going on in our industry. And I'm like, you know what? If that's what you want to use it for, go ahead. But yeah, I think it's just the variety of things. And I guess maybe it's the sort of get away from real life. That's what I try to do in my videos, is obviously just have a bit of an escape from reality, where it's just a laugh and it's just a bit of fun. So
Yeah.
a bit of them, why not?
And this is about this past week in theme parks.
Hell yeah.
I actually literally watch it religiously. As soon as an episode comes out, I'm watching it. It's like,
I appreciate that.
well, maybe not as soon as I watch it. It'll be the next morning before school. I'll be getting ready and it'll be on the TV.
Oh, amazing.
I'm like, we need to make it more. I run out of your videos to watch in the morning. So if you could like upgrade your uploading schedule just to
let me do this past
daily.
day.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Theme parks.
I'm sure there's something going on at least every day for you to do a video on.
Probably. There probably is. Maybe I'll upgrade to that. This past minute, this past hour, it's time.
Maybe we should get you your own TV channel where you do a 24-hour news channel on theme parks.
Can you imagine? Like, you know, like the BBC News, like, and ITV News have those sorts of desks that they all sit at with all like the modern like computers in the background and stuff. Just get one of them, but it's theme park related.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I'd love that.
If you're using this in a new YouTube video, if you're gonna like actually add this news table to you this past week in theme parks, remember to give me credit for it.
I will. I'll remember that. If it won't happen, but if for some reason it becomes some like big thing with like a news desk and like a proper like TV production, which again it will never happen, but I will shout you out. Do not worry. I'll give you the credit every single episode.
Or I could be better and I could be the co-host. You never know.
Hell yeah. There we go. Even better. Don't have to have credit. You're there. There you go.
Yeah, I'm holding you to that now. If you ever get a news TV show, I'm coming on as your co-host.
It'd be like The Field, but instead of camera chairs, it's proper production. It's just us two sat there.
Yeah.
Epic.
Well, I mean, Marcus can come along sometimes if he wants, but...
Nah, he can hold the camera.
Yeah, he can hold the camera. He's good at that. I'm sure a lot of people are interested in learning more about how you actually make your content. So for those that are just starting out or a very keen follower, what actually goes into making your videos? So just like walk us through the process from a video idea to uploading it on YouTube.
See, I could give you the really boring answer and just say I literally just wake up, film a video, edit it, release it. But it feels like now with my channel, especially going forward, which again we might talk about this later, but going forward I really want to like capitalize on more of like a story making element of like the content. So I think whenever I go to a park, I'll have like an idea in mind, whether we're just riding the biggest coaster at the park for the first time, or maybe we're doing a challenge, and I'll always make it so like the big thing happens right at the end. So say we go to Park Asterix for the first time, and we go on to Tatis for the first time. I will make sure, it's a very random example, but it works. If we go for that park, we'll ride everything and then go to ride to Tatis, just so it's sort of like that storyline of building up to it. So a lot of people just, post stuff and just don't really think about it. But I feel like nowadays, especially on YouTube and on social media, people want to be like hooked into a story or hooked into like the personality. So I really think about that now with like my content and trying to sort of make a story of making the biggest thing happen at the end. Even in this past week in theme parks, it's always the biggest news story in my opinion, or the biggest one that is the thumbnail or the title is the one that's at the end. And I always like to do that. And I think it's just, that's the best way to do it, of like a story. And that's exactly how I like to do it. But at the same time, occasionally, especially for certain series, I have to take loads of notes and then obviously have them on my computer whilst I film. And the ideas just literally come to me at the most random times in the day. I could literally be about to fall asleep and I'm like, oh, I've thought of a great idea for my video tomorrow, and I'll note it down. Like, they just come to me at the most random times. But after all that sort of planning, it sounds a lot deeper than what it actually is, but it all happens in my head, I guess. After all that planning, you then just film it, and then after filming it, just go on to edit it. There's certain times whilst I'm filming where I'll think, oh, that'll be really cool to put an edit in there, or like a little funny gag or something in there. But most of it is literally just on the spot. Like either whilst I'm filming or whilst I'm editing, I'll think of something and just go, yeah, that sounds funny, or yeah, that sounds good. And then just go from there and upload it.
So fundamentally what you said there with a little bit more words thrown in is you think about it, then you do it, and then you post it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I made it less boring, but I also made it just 10 times longer.
Only you could do that.
Yeah, 100%. I told you I'm a storyteller, and no, I'm not.
So, what's the thing that most viewers don't realise about being a theme park content creator?
Most things, I'd say for some reason people think that I could go to a theme park like right now if I wanted to, or like you could literally go to any theme park in the world. I can't. Like, I don't think anyone has the possibility to be able to like, oh, today I'm going to go here, and then just do that for an entire week of, oh, I might go and ride this today. Oh, I might go and go to this park today. Unless you are super close to a theme park, which when Universal opens, I will be there 24/7. But I feel like a lot of people don't realise that it is more of like it feels more of a job than a lot of people do realize, because you do have to, well, I put a lot of time into planning videos and like obviously researching and all that sort of stuff and creating Planet Coaster creations and stuff. I really enjoy it and it is great, but people don't realize the amount of work that it takes to get to the video that you see. So I guess people just think that you just go to theme parks 24/7 when that's really not the case. So
At least you do get to talk about them 24/7.
good point. I mean, I am very grateful for like being able to go to these theme parks quite a lot and be able to like obviously talk about them 24/7 or probably 24/8, knowing me. But it's just, I think a lot of people just expect me to either be at a theme park 24/7, or like I get messages from certain people saying, "Oh, are you gonna be at this theme park on this date?" And I'm like, I genuinely have no idea, because I plan so last minute, and when I do plan in long term, I have no idea what's going on until like a day before. So it's quite funny.
I've got friends like that, and it really annoys me. I'll be the person. I'm planning my October half term already. It's all fully planned. I've got the scare mazes, like the scare events I want to do. I've got all the theme parks I'm going to. We've booked a holiday to Spain, to Portaventura.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Meanwhile, yeah, you say you've got friends like that who really annoy you. I probably am exactly like them in the way, because I will literally just not plan stuff. Even Em, my partner, literally just says like it's really annoying. So you're not the only one.
I'm with them on this one.
I'm sure a lot of people are, to be honest.
I'll be like trying to organise stuff with my friends, and I'll be like, when do you want to go? I said, oh, I'm free in September. And they'll think I'm joking, and they're like, no, when do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, my next weekend free is September. Well, I don't know what I'm doing in September. How about this weekend? I'm like, no, I haven't got a weekend free until September.
Oh, God. Yeah, it is funny.
And even then, I've only got 2 weekends free in September. And like, if you don't organise anything with me for October, but like before March, I'm pretty much not free. My October is like, because I love scare mazes and stuff, my October gets booked up by March.
Bloody hell, that is crazy.
Yeah, it is, to be fair.
My October's probably booked up in November.
That's not possible. Oh, wait, do you mean the year before?
No, I mean the next month. That's how bad I am at planning.
Okay, fair enough. Well, over the years, you've had your fair share of park collaborations, ranging from Drayton Manor's Christmas adverts to becoming the face of FEAT at Avon Valley. Tell us more about how that came about and what it's like working with different theme parks.
Oh, it is. Again, I'll never take it for granted how insane it is to see, like, when a new event's announced, like it was at Drayton, or when FEAR's happening, to just see my face on the front page being like, oh, come and join us here at this event, or come and join us for this screen park. Like, it's a really cool opportunity. And literally the way it happens is, you'd think that I sort of went to them and was like, this would be great, which a lot of the time you can obviously go to parks and go via email or whatever and contact them and go, I have this really cool idea, we could do this, we could do that. But it was the fact that they came to me first and were like, oh, we want to announce this event, or we want to have a host for our screen park. And they were just like so accommodating for it. And it's a real different side that you see when you work for a park, or like when you're working with a theme park. Like, you see a different side of it. But it is really awesome. Like, it is really cool.
It does sound awesome. And I actually had an idea for, Caro at Efteling.
Yes.
I had a bit of a fun idea for like a professional, like if that ended, they did like a professional ballet taking you around Efteling and the story. So you have is it Pardo's? Is that how you say it? Pardo?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you have him, and he's like the main principal dancer, and it takes you around the different stories of Efteling, and you've got the Darkness, which is like Dance Macabre, which is trying to take over the magic of Symbolica, and like he must go to each different place. So you go to like Dreamflight, you go to Vogel Rock. Vogel Rock's like, I'm not really making much sense, but it kind of like he has to learn something from each person, from each like area and ride, to be able to like take the magic back of Symbolica.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
But like the ending, I had an idea for like the ending. So he's gone all the way around. He's like met I can't remember his name from Baron, Hugamed. Is that it?
Oh yeah, yeah, something like that.
We all know how you can butcher the name.
Yeah, I'm terrible at names. That's why I'll sit there and go, oh yeah, that's the name, because I know it's the name. I will not say it.
Yeah. And then there's like George and the Dragon, and then the epic basic final boss guy, if you like, would be the sorcerer from Fata Morgana.
Oh, okay.
So if that makes any sense, I thought that'd be quite cool.
No, that would be cool.
I don't know how that has any relevance to what you've just talked about, but
No, I respect it. I would love to see them at least some point through that reference the bins that talk, because I love the talking bins at Efteling.
I didn't actually see them talking when I went. I've only been once, but I spent 2 days.
You didn't see them talking?
I saw
they're
them,
brilliant.
but I never had
So
any
good.
rubbish in my hand to put in the bin.
They said honestly, whenever I see them and I hear them, I find rubbish to put in the bin. That's how much I love them. I'm actually going back there next week. I can't wait. But-
Have fun.
Oh, thank you very much. We're going to the Netherlands for a festival.
Sorry, what were you saying about you can't just go to theme parks?
Oh,
You've just announced that you're just randomly off to Efteling.
This one was planned a while back, actually, so I'll actually take my my planning point of how bad I am at planning. I'll take that back, although I wasn't the one that planned it, so maybe I can't take it back. But this is once in a while trip to Efteling. I'm very excited.
I've got a cousin, and he's a lot like you. He can't plan. So it was for the same day as the Alton Towers opening day. 2 weeks prior, he was like visiting and said, "Oh, I'm thinking of going to Disneyland Paris if you want to come with us." I was like, "Yeah, go on then." When are you going? 2 weeks' time. And he hadn't booked it. He literally sat there and went, "Oh, I want to go to Disneyland." And then I sat next to him. He pulled his phone out, booked flights, tickets, and said, "Do you want to come with us?" I'm like, "Well, no, not really, because I would have done if you were going in the summer, but this is 2 weeks' time. I don't have time to plan that."
Oh, that's funny.
Like, if I don't plan, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like the opposite of you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I as much as that sometimes does annoy me, I love just last-minute stuff. Sometimes last-minute trips are the best, you never know.
Oh, I can't really drive anywhere at the moment because I'm not old enough to drive a car, so that doesn't really work for me.
Soon, though. Soon,
yeah. Well, that's it for this week with our interview with Digital Dan. I want to say a big thank you to Digital Dan for joining me. Don't forget, part 2 will release same time next week, so subscribe so you can find out what happens in the next episode. See you in the next episode of Coast to Crazy Conversations.